Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also see Josh's work at sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you get all of our content right here on YouTube. Hey, Josh, a couple of things with the Astros still unresolved. First of all, Yuli, I'd love to see him back. We'll see what happens, but I'd love to see him in a utility role. Not sure that that's going to happen. And then Michael Brantley, when is he coming back? Is he going to be healthy? What are you going to do at DH if Jordan's playing left field? If Brantley's not fully healthy, and if he's not hitting left-handers, then that is going to be a problem as well. You think Yuli solves that? Or do you think I don't know, does he think this is a demotion since he's going to be a utility guy? You want that for a younger guy like maybe Hensley or Johnner Diaz?
Yeah, I think Johnner Diaz would see it as a great opportunity to be in the mix there and have a bunch of at-bats. That's an upgrade for him coming
absolutely.
From the minors and getting that opportunity in the majors, getting to be able to prove that he can hit that. Yuli will probably see it as a demotion, not being an everyday starter. But I wonder if that might be a reality he has to accept. SI did a piece this week about how Yuli might be a good fit for the Red Sox. But they were saying that the Red Sox would likely see him in a utility role as well. So that might be the new reality for Yuli. I'd love to see him back, but Diaz is the guy with upside that I really want to see what he can do. Hensley showed some good things, but I think the reality is even if Brantley is ready to go at the beginning of the year, they're probably going to baby that shoulder a little bit. Somebody's going to get some time at that DH spot or in left field. Especially the DH spot, whether it's Dubon in left field or whoever, they have some guys that can move around out there.
And let's face it, the Astros are not afraid to bring young guys up and play them. I mean, Jake Myers, Chaz, Pena, Siri. This is a top team in the league, and yet they are committed to bringing young guys up and putting them in crucial spots.
No, they are, and you have to wonder with Yuli, his defense is what kind of made him special this past season, at least in the regular season. So, do you want somebody that's maybe not one of your best hitters to play DH? That's we saw that through the playoffs. I know they won the World Series, but the DH did almost nothing. I'd really like to see them have an alternative, because with Jordan, they're not going to play him. They're going to baby Jordan a little bit too. So somebody's going to have an active role.
Hopefully, yeah. If Jordan gets a bunch of days off or just DHs. Chas McCormick, we brought him up. Chas McCormick, it'll be interesting to see whether or not he's just, we thought maybe they'd go out and get a center fielder. They didn't do that. And now it looks like as it's winding down to getting to closer and closer to spring training, Chaz is probably the guy, or do we see a Jake Myers platoon situation?
I think Chaz has earned the opportunity to begin the season as the starter. And if he plays himself out of that, then Jake Myers comes into the equation, and maybe you do platoon them a little bit. But I've seen a lot from Chaz, and I wonder with he loves to shoot the ball to the right side. I wonder with the shift going away if maybe that adds a couple extra base hits for him this year.
Yeah, I mean, well, they shifted. I would have shifted more towards right field with Chas McCormick than I would have to left field because he wasn't pulling the ball at all. Yeah, we'll find out. I think Chaz has earned it. I do, especially that catch in Philadelphia that saved the game and maybe helped win. Well, absolutely helped him win the World Series, and he was hitting at the end of the year where Jake Myers just simply wasn't. I don't think that there's anybody, unless you're going to Pedro Leon, unless you go, hey, listen, we got to start. They brought up Siri, they brought up Jake Myers, they brought up Chas McCormick. It might be time to see whether or not Pedro Leon could work his way into the lineup.
I'm with you, John. I'd like to see what he can do. If they don't want to start his clock too soon, then they made a trade this week as well. So maybe it'll be patchwork with some of these guys that have already been up, and they don't want to start Pedro Leon's clock. But I like the upside. I want to see what this guy can do. I'm interested to see how he does in spring training.
Absolutely.